Welcome back, traders. On Battle of the Free Trading Strategies today, we have the Super Trend Super Strategy Champ, the 1-minute scalper setup today, which adds a simple 200 period EMA to the two Super Trend indicators, facing off against CnF Trading's 100% win rate HARSI scalper. Features the HARSI indicator and a 350 period EMA. Here are the rules. Let's not mess around and let's get right to the action. It's going to be a close battle today. Both systems give a lot of trades. Let's see what happens. All right, traders, we hear the bell sound. This is really going to be a slugfest. Both systems both have a lot of power. They seem lean and mean and just ready to go. So let's see who comes out and has the first shot. All right, well, they've both come out early here, both within the first half hour of trading. And the champ on the left there, it comes out with a nice sell signal below that 200 EMA. Both the super trends say, hey, we're headed to the basement here. And sure enough, the only limiting factor to that is just the fact that it's a 2-to-1 system. This trade could have gone on for a while. And so we get a very nice win, 27 pips, takes no heat, it just runs straight down, and that's the kind of trade you're looking for right there. While that's happening, the contender says, no, hold on here, we're going to take a shot at the same time. Actually, it looks like let's take a look here, the contender actually had taken that first swing just before the champ, and also gotten in with a nice 18.4 pip winner. You set that stop just above the swing high there, and again, limiting factor just being the 2-to-1 risk to reward, but that's a great trade for both and a really nice way to get started with this bout. All right, a little bit later in the morning, and again, both contenders are ready to get some more punches in here. The champ takes a look here we see here on the left, and unfortunately picks up a losing trade on a second entry sell signal, and just unfortunately the market was ready to turn back on it. The contender tries to try something very similar here. It gets the correct signals are set up, and unfortunately it just gets fooled, and we take a 9 pip loser for the contender and just over 10 pips for the champ. Those are painful, but it's just part of this simple trading strategy idea where you just take the trades. You don't have to love them. You can't second guess them. This is not discretionary, so we take the trades when we see them. And then soon after, unfortunately, the contender says, I'm not done yet. I'm going to try this again because, well, my system says so. And unfortunately, it takes another loss here, another 9.8 pips. And both of them are going to try to just work on the ropes a little bit here and wait and see if another signal comes up. All right, and as we start heading into the lunch hour here, both of the systems are they're really firing off the lefts and the rights here, and you see that the contender comes in here and gets another signal, still below that 350 EMA, and sure enough, it gets a really nice trade. It happens to get just enough movement to the south there that it picks up a nice 22 pip win, and feeling pretty good about that. During that trade, the champ's trying to fight off the ropes here a little bit, and also picks up 7.7 pips. Both nice trades. The reversing signal comes on the champ system with the 2 buys there, and that takes that system out, and they're going to, again, let's see, is there anything left in the day, or is that going to do it for us? And sure enough, as we head into the last available trading hour before we call it good for the day, both the systems, again, they get one more signal and jump right in. The champ takes another 9.3 pip win that, again, would have gone a lot farther, but as we say, we're going to follow the system rules here, and really nice trade. There's one more trade available just after into the last hour of trading. We're just not going to take that, and it also had fulfilled the 3-win, 3-loser system there, and that had finished it up for the day. The champ with a really nice first day 33.8 pips, and feeling pretty good about that first round. The contender also same, very similar signal. You can see they come within a few minutes of each other. These systems seem to trigger similarly, so I think we're going to see both of them pretty much blow for blow here, with a nice 6.2 pip trade to finish off its day. And as you can see, the day one total for the contenders 27.8. So they pretty much a split decision in this first round. So let's get ready and set up for round two. All right, as the bell sounds to take us into day two here, you'll see that the champ tries to get off pretty early here with a quick trade, and unfortunately it had just crossed over the 200 EMA. Gives the signal, so we're going to take them. In discretion, we might not have taken that, but again, we're going to follow those rules, and it limps along and just gives us a simple 1 pip loss. No one ever really likes losses, but it's just part of the game. While that's happening, the contender it jumps in there too, tries to counteract what's going on there with the champ, and also unfortunately takes some punishment there and gets a minus 8.5 pip trade. The signal, sorry guys, the signal there, it fires, and unfortunately you can see it's up here. If you look over here on the right, we come back out of that overbought and get the red candle here, which is what he calls for as your entry signal, and unfortunately it turns the other way on and just immediately takes the trade out. And again, that's just kind of part of trading. So after that punishment, the contender says, I'm just going to lay low here and try to get a breather, try to get myself back together, and kind of see if I can work things out for myself here. The champ, though, he's got a lot of energy, and he gets another buy signal, picks up 10.2 pips on a very nice trade. It's hanging just above that 200 EMA, and as expected, you get a little bit of range. The challenge of this, it's a real rangy market this day, so you're not going to get any big run, or at least not yet, maybe later in the day. And so we take that, we're hanging in there in the day. The contender's saying, I'm just going to cover up here and protect myself. The champ takes another shot, and unfortunately just ends up with a break-even trade. And again, just part of what it is here. And we see the super trend system, it's really firing off those signals. And this is certainly one of the risky things. This has traditionally been a 5-minute system, and we've adapted it down here to the 1 minute by adding that EMA and the 200 EMA. And it's filtering a few things out, but mostly it's just saying, let's go. And so we take a 7.7 pip loss, another break-even trade here, and we just keep riding along. Again, the champ here, while it's flailing away, the contender gets another signal for a short, and unfortunately also takes another loss here. It's not a great round here for either of the contenders. They're both flailing about and can't really seem to find the edge. All right, as the day continues, we're getting into that lunchtime signal, and the markets have started slow trending to the downside. You can see here just slowly working, slightly lower lows and slightly lower highs, and just kind of working down, which we'll see if either system handles that well. The champ comes in and gets a signal on that and takes a 5 pip win. Finally, it just kind of runs out of steam. It's a trailing stop system, and really that's kind of what it's designed to do, is to try to hold on to a win in a day like this. And especially if you can filter out a few more of those signals, it's a really nice little system. And then to finish the day out here, the champ trade again. Boy, it's just really taking a lot of trades today. Looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 trades today, which for a 1 minute system, I don't think that's out of line, as long as you have some sort of rules in place to not take too many. The break even allowed us to take one more trade here, which unfortunately turned into another small loss, 2.2 pips. The contender tried to jump in here towards the end of the day as well, about the same time on the signals, and got the break even. The champ holds on and manages to pull out a very small win, 4.3 pips on the day. Unfortunately, the contender didn't fare so well, really took some pain, and ends up with a 17.1 pip loss on the day. And the bell sounds on day 3, as traditionally happens on the last round. Both of the systems realize we've got to get some action here, because there's no guarantees of who's going to win this battle. The champ feels pretty confident right now, but the contender, it's a capable system, and you see again the contender comes out just a little quicker with its signal. It just sets up a little faster than the super trend system does, and gets a win. Not a huge win, 12.6 pips. Again, maybe if you were playing around with this system for yourself, you might put some sort of a trailing stop or some sort of a different set of parameters on your money management and get a little bit more out of that. But that's a really nice trade, and gets off a good start for the day with 12.6 pips. The champ, same thing, gets the signal. It was a great trade. Gave right at 10 pips, 9.8 pips. Nothing wrong with that, but just the risk-to-reward ratio says that's what we've got. After that first trade, the contender's having a hard time finding another signal. It's well below that 350 EMA. And the range of the markets isn't so much that it's going heavily into overbought circumstance. It's pretty heavily heading to the south there, and so it's not really setting much up. The champ gets another signal after a little pullback over here, and gets another really nice win, 10.6 pips. That's another really nice win for the day. As we head into the lunch hour, the champ says, I've got the lead here. I'm going to go for a knockout, and just starts flailing with a break-even trade. Follows that up with a loss of 6.8 pips. During that time, the contender's trying to do something, so I'm just getting pummeled here, and tries to throw a trade in on its own. Unfortunately, it doesn't work out, and you see it gets the loss of 10.9 pips. Trying to get that bounce off that EMA line with a big, huge overbought signal on their the HARSI indicator, and unfortunately it just doesn't work out, and that's just part of trading. While after that happens, as it's starting to lose, the champ comes back in and says, I'm going for it all here, and gets above the 200 EMA, gets the 2 buys, and gets a nice 12.8 pip winner. A nice trade, and let's see if that might just finish the day up here. And sure enough, the day starts to get long. The contender says, I'm just out of steam here. The champ says, I've had all I can take. I'm not going to get another signal within the time window to take a trade. And you see on day 3 that the champ finishes out very nicely with another very nice positive day, 26.4 pips. The contender limps home with a small winning day, and so let's go to the results and see what happens. All right, traders, as you can see, the super simple, super trend champ has again pulled off the victory, 64.5 pips over 3 days. Day 2 was a tough day. Any system was going to be challenged there to pull off any type of big day. It was very choppy, very rangy, and the results were what we kind of expected. Guys, thanks so much for watching. If you support what we're doing here, hit that subscribe button. We really appreciate it, and we'll keep making more videos. We'll see you again soon. Take care.